No, 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 no. Wait. Wait.
So, as you can see from that intro, you probably already know what the challenge is. World at War Reese, Car 98K only, with no jug. And this map has dog rounds, and mid-round dogs past about 15-ish. So, this is probably going to be even worse than the Springfield only challenge, which I genuinely did not think was possible. And I technically did this challenge on Knocked, but that map has 24 zombies per round and no dogs. This doesn't have 24 zombie round and has dogs, and this thing is terrible against dogs, like actually terrible. So going into this, basically my entire strat was pray to get speed cola before the dog round and maybe hope to get a lucky insta-kill or nuke to just try and kill some of the dogs before, all of them are spawning in, because this thing is, I think, a 3 hit to the first round of them, and it has 5 in a, magazine, whatever this thing has. So I'm not getting through a dog round. And on my very first try, with the actual luckiest thing in the world, I got 2 insta-kills. So I was hoping to just save this one and pick it up at the start of the dog round and maybe just get through it. So as soon as that round started, I picked up the insta-kill and was just going to try and go through it as quick as I could and try and get through the entire round with the insta-kill. As you can see, did not work out. But it was only like, I think, 2 or 3 left, so I was just praying to get away. And I was literally running for my life, because you can just barely outrun them in World at War, because they are like super fast. And obviously there's no stam, so I'm literally just running for my life, trying to find any opening for me to be able to reload and not die after all that, because I'm not going to get that lucky again and get an insta-kill. And then right here, I get it down to the very last dog, and this happens. Just watch this. As you can see, 1 bullet, 2 bullets, 3, and I kill him. So all I need to do now is just survive like 1 or 2 rounds, get points, and go pack punch it, and then I can definitely have an actual game going, because looking into this game, I was hoping for literally anything above round 10, because no jug on World at War with only a Car 98K on Reese is actually possibly one of the hardest challenges I could have honestly ever done. As of lately, I've had some very bad downs in zombies, like dying to a grenade on round 325, dying when an insta-kill was ending on round 585 on Knocked, but none of them made me as mad as this. After getting the luckiest drop, I die like that on round 8, and I was actually so mad. So after doing a lot of other attempts, I finally got lucky and got another round 7 dogs, but I did not get the lucky drops and killed both, so I didn't have enough time to go open pack punch. And because I was fighting round 7 dogs with only a Car 98K, try and take a wild guess at what happened. Yeah, I died, as expected. A couple attempts later, after I think 2 double points, I actually got pack punch open on round 5 and could pack punch the Car 98K. So I was definitely getting past the dogs this time, and this was 100% going to be the game where I actually get far. And I didn't even get dogs on round 6, I ended up getting them on round 7, but I didn't have speed cola, but still, I have a lot more ammo now in the magazine, whatever, so I should definitely be able to beat the dog. And then round 7 starts, it's dogs. I was not worried at all. I just stood on the catwalk thinking, yeah, I'll just 2-shot them. I shot both of those once. That's a second shot. It's a 3-shot pack punch to round 7 dogs. This thing is terrible, so I died to them again. And I have seen multiple comments of people like hyping this thing up, how good it is pack punch, and it's ass. This thing is terrible pack punch. It's a god-awful gun. So for all further games, the Bowie knife is allowed to kill dogs, because I die to them otherwise. And I don't want to hear any complaints about me using the Bowie knife, because the Car 98 will physically not kill the dogs unless I get an insta-kill. Like, it's a 3-shot pack punch to around 7 dogs. I don't even know if the knife is a 4-shot to them on the first time they come. In the unpack punch is a 4-shot. So you're actually just better off getting the Bowie knife than ever using this thing on dogs. And a little bit after that, I went and actually pack punched the thing. So now it's time for a game where the zombies might actually be a threat instead of just dying to dogs. Just to talk about the dogs and complain about them more, I knew that once they started coming in mid-round, I was dead. Or once the Bowie knife starts 2-hitting them on a dog round, I was dead. So I was just hoping that it would be a 1-hit for as long as possible. So I was like, with the Bowie knife on dogs, I'll try and get to at least 15, possibly 20 if the Bowie knife can 1-hit the dogs until then. But yeah, once those things become a 2-hit to the Bowie knife, I knew I was screwed. On round 10, I ran up to go buy Double Tap. I don't know if this version of Double Tap actually does anything for the Car 98. If it does, I didn't really notice it, but I just bought it just in case it does do something. And the next dog round was a complete breeze because I could just 1-hit them with the Bowie knife, and it felt really good to just be destroying the dogs because at this point, they were honestly my number one enemy. And finally, to talk about the actual game of killing zombies, I was just kind of training in spawn because ammo is here and I wasn't really sure how much I would be needing to buy it. And it's actually not a bad training spot. In World at War, it's not that great, but I've used it a lot in BO3 and last gen BO3, so I just decided to sit here. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't the greatest, but it's not too bad, especially because I don't have Jug, so it's a nice big-ish area. And honestly, the regular rounds weren't that hard because this thing can still 1-hit to the head, so it's pretty consistent, like to just get one out of your way or hit collats when you do have a full horde. It's still scary, but it's not the most difficult thing, and I'd honestly still say that the dogs in this challenge are way more of a threat than the zombies by a lot. And then after a little while, right here, I end round 14 and I hit round 15, which was my goal because getting to round 20 with no Jug was definitely going to be an absolute stretch. And I was exactly right. Round 20 was me being way too hopeful because right here, all my hopes and dreams went out the window when I realized that even with a Car 98 shot, the Bowie knife was a 2-hit to dogs, and I was absolutely screwed. I just managed to tank that hit, and then right here, that one hits me and I couldn't move for a second, so I died to the dogs again. This challenge is terrible. But Code 6 Beluga, you said me first, and I've done it, so if you can do this and beat round 15, then I applaud you, because this challenge is absolutely horrific. I think the best way to pass this would just be to hope for a dog round later than round 15, so you don't have to try and 2-hit them. But yeah, it's your turn, so whenever you want to do that, just go right ahead and let's see if you can beat round 15.